All right, everyone, welcome back. We are here for the LSR race, and today we are here for the Canadian Grand Prix. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. What we had in the previous session was the qualifying, and then we had like a glitch that completely glitched the lobby. But we're back for the race, so thank you all for your patience. We're back for the race. We have the drivers all back in for the session, and we're ready to get the race underway. So what's going to happen is we're going to have our normal formation lap and race. It's like we never left that lobby, so just think of it as that. So if you guys did miss out on the qualifying stream, go check that out. There's going to be the link in the description down below. But in the comms booth for today, it's myself, Formula Jonah, and joining me in the comms booth is Pyro. So Pyro, gotta say also thank you for being patient during that that technical difficulty that we had with the lobby. But we're back, and just give us all your thoughts.
Well, yeah, it's finally we're getting into racing now with no glitches, hopefully. Hopefully I haven't just jinxed it, but we hope to get some good race and not somebody going flying off the turn one.
Yeah, exactly. I think hopefully we'll get that. I think these drivers know that that to do that. So we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting Grand Prix. All right, so it was a little bit of a chaos moment. I gotta admit that between the getting the new lobby all sorted, it's always a problem. But it's how it goes. The game glitches so often, guys, and I just want to say thank you so much for your patience. But we're ready to go for the race. Vacant is on pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix. We got 35 laps awaiting us for the race. Everyone's on the same tires that they started on, so that's great as well. And yeah, we're ready to get this race underway. You might notice that the two Ferraris are now in here. Yes, they were able to join during the race itself. So we have JCK, who won the last race in Bahrain, join, and Big Baguette, who was reserving for the Ferrari team. He joins as well. So that'll be great to see them make their way through the field. But they start the back since they didn't qualify. Same with Breakfast King as well. But before we get into the Grand Prix... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe go for hard medium.
You think that's a good strategy, or maybe even hard
Hards
soft?
are so bad on this track.
Are
Hards
they?
are not something you want to be on.
Very, very interesting. I did not know that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get like into the points on them hards, but it's going to be very, very difficult to keep them at a pace because it looks overcast. The temperature is going to be down on the track, and that means no temperature on the tyres, which means it's hopefully they can keep up with everyone on the softs and the mediums. If they can, then it's very good for them. JCK looking for back-to-back wins, as you said, but Vacant Haddock looking to keep that pole position. Like I said, Senna has very, very good pace on the mediums, but let's hope there's no wings flying off, no spins, and a clean race.
Exactly. I think we should be getting that. It's going to be an amazing race here in Canada, in Montreal, of course, at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. What did you mention?
People starting on the hards, it does say hard, medium, medium for the people starting on the hards, and the pretty just pit stop strategy, but the game doesn't always do that because they think the tyre wear is absolutely existent and don't think they can actually keep the tyres last long. But yeah, people on the softs, I think it definitely will be a two-stop, soft, medium, medium. Alright, we're ready.
All right, so the fiber lights are going out for the Canadian Grand Prix here in Group 2. It's round 6, and the lights are out, and away we go. The racing gets underway. Vacant gets a pretty good start off of more gaming. Oh, there's contact already in the back of the field, and this is absolute chaos already at the start. The two Red Bulls and the Alfa Romeo made contact, and it looks like one of the, I think, not Sir Vapor, and more games are down the field.
Vapor is off. I just see, Vapor's doing donuts, and I just see, I think there's more and more games. He cut off to the left, hit Vapor, then everything started to go carnage. I think that was more games' fault, at the very least, as we still see contacting everywhere.
Hella high and awesome gumball just made contact there.
JCK might have damage. If he doesn't have damage, that is very, very lucky. I don't think he has damage. He's up to P5 on the hards.
Carnage here on lap one of the Canadian Grand Prix. Lots of incidents, unfortunately. Not Sir Vapor and...
Wow.
Not Sir Vapor and More Games made contact. Hella High and Awesome Gumball made contact. Unfortunate to see between those two. I think the stewards will be looking into both of those incidents there, but we have a lot of action out on track. More Games and Luke 2 Red side by side coming down into the chicane. Make sure not to go side by side, guys. They're gonna try it though. Oh, it's not gonna end. Oh, it actually ended well. Okay, that's surprising. So what was your thoughts on the start of the Grand Prix? A little bit of chaos, but what's your thoughts?
I was watching more off the start. I think he just cut left, hit Vapor, and everything just went chaos because everyone trying to go down the inside, keep the position. The yellow flag right at the back. I think that is Visensky in the wall. End plate damage. That's him doing the boxing, but as Zedicus again, name I cannot pronounce whatsoever. Overtakes JCK for that 5th position as Vapor doesn't start in the pits, but very unfortunate for Vapor as you get caught up in, I think, Moore's incident. What's happened here?
Ace Senna has just spun it. The driver that was battling for win. He's got major damage. Yeah, he's got major damage. He's spun off of turn 8, I think, and he's got his entire wing is gone.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
More Games did overtake JCK.
It's been an absolutely horrible start for the Red Bull team here today. Not Sir Vapor. Oh.
That's not great. He's starting my hards. He wants to get as many positions as possible without getting damage. But DRS is now enabled off for the 3rd lap as Word caused 9 seconds of penalties. Don't know what they are from, but that's not good.
Oh, JCK doesn't even have a setup on. He forgot his setup.
Oh.
That's really unfortunate. Well, a lot of stuff has happened. I feel so bad for Not Sir Vapor. He was in for a really good position in fighting for some decent points, and it just didn't really work out. He's had a lot of bad luck this season. It has not really gone his way so far, but he's out of the Grand Prix. Ace Senna, I feel bad for him as well. Hopefully he can get a good recovery drive. I mean, we saw it from Imola. He got a great recovery drive. JCK, not really working out for him as well with no setup. Hella High down in P11. It's not really working out for him as well, as he had made contact with Awesome Gumball, but I think let's put that all behind. Oh, his Big Baguette's out.
How was he retired there? Has he hit the wall on the left?
I've got no idea.
Has he hit the little dip in the wall on the left? But that's literally just a straight.
What has happened there?
That's just a straight.
I am extremely puzzled by that one. I have a feeling there was contact with another driver. Awesome Gumball is out of the race. Was it contact with Awesome Gumball and Big Baguette?
I don't know. Wow. Okay.
Oh, and Big Baguette. And I think what's just happened is that Big Baguette says that he's got taken out of the Grand Prix. Oh no. And I wonder.
A lot of bots.
I've got no idea.
Well, now the strategy is going to go into play. Where is Vacant going to box?
I'm not sure. He might.
Not.
You're right.
On the soft, you'd expect them to box right now, but not actually. None of the softs are boxing.
Interesting.
Optics is.
Now, is that the right decision to do? Is to stop onto, or to stay out? What these soft drivers are doing? Soft runners.
I've got no idea, but I would go for maybe aggressive medium from now, but. I don't know the tire wear situation on this track really.
Interesting. Well, we'll find out what happens. You know, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in this Grand Prix. We've had a pretty dramatic start to the Grand Prix, I have to say. There was a few incidents. I think that's just how it goes in racing, but I think there was contact with Awesome Gumball and Big Baguette. Not exactly sure, though, but the stewards will look into that after the Grand Prix. So unfortunate to see that, of course, but this does allow for pretty much the entire field to bunch up, have a good restart, and say, okay, like let's just go forward and see what happens in this race.
Yeah.
So who do you think is? Oh, sorry, what were we saying?
Senna's comeback. We need to see his comeback.
This will be absolutely incredible. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Ace Senna has got a really good shot of taking a good result. I mean, I don't think you were commentating this one, but Imola, round 4, if I'm not mistaken, Ace Senna went from 12th, actually. He had, I think he changed tires, and he went on a mega comeback to finish 3rd in that race.
Imola is kind of like this track. It's not many overtaking opportunities, but when you can overtake, you gotta go for it. Flowing corners, tight corners, like chicanes with turn 1, turn 2, with every single chicane that you come up against is tight corner. We're gonna see if he can do that again today. As potentially holding them up in the safety car, maybe going for a little battle now, but we'll not be able to overtake under safety car conditions.
Yeah, I think there's not going to be, of course, drivers will be making their way through the field. I think we're going to see a lot of comebacks from a few drivers. Vincenski on the soft compound tires. He might be on a really good shot of taking a good result in today's race. Vacant Haddock still on those soft compound tires. He's got Worried Cloud right behind him. Would you say Worried Cloud is in the best position in terms of the pit strategy for all these drivers?
In terms of pit strategy, maybe. In terms of penalties, no. He's got 9.
How has he got? Oh yeah, you're right. How has he gotten 9?
He got it on the first lap.
Was that just like a glitch or something like that? I got no idea.
I have absolutely zero clue. I didn't see what happened. I just see that he's got 9 seconds of penalties on the first lap, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see how this all turns out. It's going to be a very, very interesting race. But yeah, I did see a few comments that came in that said Big Baguette was taken out on the straight. Unfortunate to see that, of course. The stewards will definitely look into that incident. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But we got Vacant now going. Yeah, now he's going on the Mercedes of Worried Cloud. He got a pretty equal start. Yeah, I'd say exactly that.
Well, look at the back here. It goes side. A bit too far. Yes, there is Hella High and JCK. JCK next to move on Hella High, I believe. Or was that just defensive? Oh, there's a massive spin. Guys, more games in 12th now. No wing.
Hella High's got
to get through the field.
That's unfortunate for more games. It looks like he just spun it on the exit of turn 2. Maybe got the power down too soon. Of course, these Group 2 drivers kind of learning the grid here. As Hella High's looking for a move, he's going for it, but he backs out.
He just back out. That's very lucky to back out. But JCK lucky left the space. But Hella High, that's not a place to try and overtake. Such a tight corner.
Whoa! Oh, what is Optics doing? That was a little bit too late. It's kind of ruined Luke 2 Red's race there.
Well, I didn't see what happened. I just see them two just go off from Hella High's perspective. But was Luke going for a position, or was and Hella High's cut the corner to try overtake?
Oh,
and that don't work out for him.
Electric Envy's going for a move on Vacant, who's just moved down to 2nd place. Vacant's still up to 2nd, though. Worried Cloud now takes the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix. It looks like Optics went for a move down the inside on Luke 2 Red, but I think he misjudged his braking point and hit Luke 2 Red. I don't think it was intentional, but I think the stewards will definitely look into that one. That was a little bit too much from Optics. But hey, yeah, that's quite interesting. But yeah, up at the front, Worried Cloud now leads the race. Vacant Haddock now in second. And under pressure from Electric Envy, who's battling for that championship, remember, currently third in the race right now. Hella High, did you say he cut a corner?
Yeah, to try overtake on the final chicane, but it didn't work. I was hitting inside. Don't go for the move. He's going for the move.
Whoa! That was...
The Alpine of... Yeah, he's put him in the wall. That has ruined Zedekis' race with that move from Hella High.
That was a little too much from Hella High, I gotta say. That was way too late on the brakes there. And he's unfortunately kind of ruined Zedictus' race now. Nothing Zedictus could do. Yeah, gotta agree. Ace Senna is now going for a move on JCK. Now, this is a battle I'm quite interested in, to see these three going out as very talented drivers. JCK on those mediums, Ace Senna on the mediums as well. Hella High's got that penalty, remember. Oh, he cuts that corner a little bit there. He's going to get a warning for that. As it is on
that corner going to penalty him as well. I don't think he likes this track very much with the track limits. But now it's caught up to Vacant, and Vacant almost spins it. Envy gets the overtake done. Luckily, as Hella High's going to go down the inside. Oh my.
Oh dear. What is going on with Hella High here? He's outbraking everyone.
It's not a good move. That and Envy as well. Hella High is driving like nobody's there.
Yeah, I gotta agree. This is not great stuff here. Yeah.
As JCK now is going to go for a move.
Hella High's on AI.
I don't know what's going on. Not anymore. I don't know what's going on, but Hella High is looking to kill someone. But
yeah, he's gonna get a penalty, I think, from that. That's just a little bit too much, I think.
As Worried Cloud actually gets 12 seconds now, which is not great. I don't know where the other 9 came from on the very, very first lap, but...
Is there a part of this track that just gives 9 seconds time penalties instantly?
Not my notice, no.
That'd be pretty incredible. But I think what's going on is that the soft runners are starting to struggle.
Yeah, but it is now the 10th lap, as Senna does make the overtake on Electric Envy. Envy's on no ERS. Not really anyone's on any ERS besides JCK on 50%. I know, like last race he was also on serving his ERS. Luke on 70%, but everyone needs to watch what they're doing with the ERS and these overtakes as well.
That is a critical point in today's race, yeah, definitely.
3 seconds, that is not going to be great for him. I want to get a good position, but the drivers ahead of him have got penalties as well. Big one says JCK, but Senna needs to make the overtake on JCK as he goes Hella High. Will he make the move on the inside or the outside? He goes defensive on the outside and JCK backs out as he cuts the corner and does a switchback. Actually, very nice. As Hella High now bumping wheels with Senna and he's taking him out.
What is hell? I think that's definitely a penalty. Absolutely, something's happened to Hella High here. I think that's not great racing right there.
It's not great racing whatsoever through the whole race from Hella High. And that has ruined Senna's chances of maybe winning this race.
And there goes Breakfast King on Electric Envy. Ooh, they were side by side. It's really hard to go side by side at that corner. I think one of them had to go a little bit wide there. Electric Envy is looking for the move, but cannot. I think those tires are just gone for him. But I think Hella High will definitely be getting a penalty for that. That was actually way too much there. I can't say that was a little bit because that was way too much there from Hella High. I don't know what's going to happen there, but he has lost his wing, I think. Ace Senna has also got damage, I do believe, due to the contact between the two drivers. As Luke 2 Red is now overtaken because Ace Senna is coming into the pit lane to, unfortunately, have to get those wing changes done and get back out into the race. Oh, I feel for the guy. He had, I don't think he did anything wrong there.
He didn't, no, he didn't, absolutely whatsoever. Hella High is, well, he's made a comment saying, doing what everyone has done to me. And it's not the mentality to go with to take people out and do moves that are absolutely unacceptable.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh my goodness, yeah, this is a little bit chaos here. Ascena and Zigdictus have just made contact. This is exactly what we didn't want to see here. I cannot believe what's going on here. Zigdictus and Ascena made contact, I do believe. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but the two of them made contact. I think Ascena was coming out of the pit lane and just made contact there. That's really ruined Zigdictus' race there. I have no idea what's even happened. Alright, so here on lap 13, Worry Cloud leads us away by JCK. Breakfast King now in P3. Electric MVP4 on those old soft tires. Luke to Red P5. Optics P6. Vacant P7. Ascena P8. More Games and Vincensky in P9 and P10 for Alfa Romeo. Hell High. And Zigdictus rounding off the top 12. It's been a pretty crazy Grand Prix, for instance, I gotta say. It's not been the greatest from a lot of drivers out there, and I just gotta say, guys, you cannot do that. That's just gonna get you out of the league, because that's not good racing at all. We don't want to see that at all, and we will never see that again. Just making myself clear. So, anyway, moving on. Zigdictus just got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's left the session. And, oh my goodness, it's been a difficult race for him as well. He has, to be honest, not done anything wrong there.
Yeah, it's unacceptable, to be honest. But...
Yep, I have to agree.
You've got to feel for Senna, really. He's in the championship battle for this league, and...
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think Senna has had a difficult race, and to be honest, it's not even been any of his fault there. I mean, he's kind of been taken out at certain points in the Grand Prix, and unfortunately, he's down in P8. I don't think that's where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be fighting for wins and stuff like that. But right now, it's not really looking good for him in terms of fighting for the top 5 in today's current race.
If there's another safety car, I think he can still do it. I think he has got the definitely pace to do it. Interval shows he's in position to jump a few people in the pits.
Yeah, this is interesting. We're Cloud into the pit. Oh, JCK's just gotten a 3-second. That's not good. And this is something else that's interesting. Worry Cloud is pit for the soft compound tires. Now, those cannot last to the end of the race, right?
The softs, no, the softs will not go 20 laps or more.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the softs will definitely not go very long. I mean, they'll go for a distance, but they won't go for like the mediums or the hards or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm struggling to find the thoughts exactly what to talk about at this moment, because I think we're just kind of coming back from all those incidents that was going on there. And those drivers' results in today's Grand Prix will be disqualified, because those actions out on track are absolutely not acceptable, even if it's just by mistake or anything like that. I mean, it's how it goes in racing. We don't accept that. Yeah. So, Worry Cloud and Optics are going side by side. I think Worry Cloud on the softs. Do you think he's trying to catch up to JCK in the pit for the soft tires once again, and then try and get past JCK when he pits? Like, maybe he's trying to catch up to JCK here and then trying to overtake him.
I hope Senna does catch up. I really do. But
oh, and looks like what happened there?
I hope he does get back up. But with these penalties, Worry Cloud is not going to get a good position.
Yeah, you know, we'll see. I mean, Asana's got Electric Envy now right behind him. Asana's going to be on faster tires, though, because he is on the softs, and those softs are going to be much faster than the medium compound tires. So, I don't know. This is going to be interesting. Also, another driver to keep an eye on as well is Vacant Haddock, who is right behind Optics and Luke 2 Red. Now, I'm curious to see if Vacant will be able to catch up and maybe get a podium here. And also, the top 5 all have penalties, where Vacant does not have a single penalty currently. Same with Electric Envy and more games as well.
Yeah, well, people are going side by side now through the final chicane with Vacant and Optics.
Yeah, well, let's see how this works. I think it's worked out well. Vacant now up into P5. Sorry I didn't catch that on camera, guys. Was a little late to the party.
I think it's a good move down the straight through the final chicane.
Most likely, yep.
But JCK has moved up into P1. I don't know the pit stop situation between everyone.
Yeah, I mean, JCK from the back of the grid is making it up to P1. As there goes Vacant down the inside on Luke. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Vacant with hella high retiring in the pits. Finally,
Vacant has just spun. He's now joined with Asana and Electric Envy. I think there was a little bit, just a tiny bit of contact, which spun around Vacant Haddock, which is really unfortunate, to be honest.
as Asana doesn't make the move on Vacant Haddock, is a sitting duck right now. I think he will. He's not going to box. He's not going wing damage.
Apparently he did not. I think he just spun it around. Thankfully he saved the car. He's still in the fight for some good points. He's right behind Ace Senna. Should be able to catch up to the Red Bull.
Then, with Worry Cloud 12 some time for them, but I don't know. He might try to get them removed. I don't know what on lap 1 still. But JCK, Breakfast Kings, Optics, and Senna still all in a fight for this win. It could be a safety car. Senna does have to box still though.
Yeah, I mean, if a safety car does come out in the next couple of laps, this could help out Asena, Worry Cloud, on those soft compound tires. This could really help them out in today's current Grand Prix. So who knows, really? Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, but Senna does need to box again. Them softs will not make it to the end.
Yeah, Senna will probably have to pit in the next couple laps. Now, we didn't really mention this too often because we were kind of distracted by all the crashes that were happening on screen. But Electric Envy went 14 laps on the soft compound tires. Now, he did kind of conserve those tires during the safety car period, but that's an extraordinary amount of time that he went out there for the soft compound tires. So that means that drivers like Asena and Worry Cloud might be able to take these tires for another 5 laps or so. And like Asena's on 7 lap old.
Could go for a soft. Could go for another set of softs after this.
I agree. I mean, currently there's 15 laps remaining of the Grand Prix. I'd say in the next 5 laps, Asena should probably pit for another set of softs. He's going to be absolutely flying when he does so.
As Optics actually disconnected, I think his internet's not doing him very good right now, if you can see that as well.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate to see that.
Senna's thing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Optics, who's in a really good position right here. The reserve for McLaren, but I think he is going to be a full-time driver very soon as Asena comes flying past that McLaren. And wait a second, hold on. Has he rejoined? He has rejoined. I think he has rejoined the session. I don't see an X next to his name.
No, it was his internet. He never left.
Oh, he just had internet issues.
Just
okay.
Look behind Asena. He's still got it. He's disconnecting all over the place. But I think he actually has fixed himself now, but Asena didn't make a move. As he is just down the road from Worry Cloud, about 8.5 seconds coming now on them soft tyres. So it looks like he still does have that pace on the softs. Doing very well to keep the wheel spin to a low minimum. I hope he can get back up. Looks like he will be in a podium position by the end of this race, but it's also depending. Actually, where Cloud is, I need to check the tyres. 5 lap hold softs, 15 more laps. I don't think they'll make it either. They won't make it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have to pit again. I think that's gonna be his best shot.
I think
pitting again.
Breakfast Kings and JCK do as well. 15 laps, 18 laps, 6 lap softs, 8 lap softs, and normal mediums. Optics might have to pit again. Vacant, I don't know. That'd be 24 laps on me. I think he might have to box as well. Envy won, as they are just making overtaking right now. Vacant and Envy.
Yeah, Vacant and Envy were having a really good battle. I put it on our screen right now, and they're having a really nice just swap back and forth. They're continuing their clean, nice battle for P6 in today's race. This is the type of racing we like to see, as Vacant keeps ahead for now. But Vacant and Envy most likely will go to the end of the Grand Prix. Vacant's tires are going to be a little bit worn, but I gotta agree with you. I think JCK and Breakfast King most likely will have to pit again. And when they do pit, will they come out behind Electric Envy, or where do you think they're going to come out?
Electric Envy. I don't think Envy will have to box again.
I gotta agree with you. I think
as they can just get a bit of understeer going into that hairpin, but it looks like Envy will get an overtake done. No ERS again. No ERS. They can just have the more ERS, but it looks like Envy will get the overtake done. Absolutely 0 ERS. Has to take the inside line to not block out.
And he gets the DRS on the second straight as well. Electric Envy now puts himself a 5/10 ahead of his rival in today's Grand Prix. More Games has also joined the fight as well. Wouldn't this be incredible if A. Senna rounds it off on the podium after all the problems that he's had today, all the bad luck he's had? He could be on the podium, and what a recovery drive that would be for him. We will find out how that all works out. Also, we have to keep an eye on the battle for the race lead. Worry Cloud is starting to gain time on JCK. With those soft compound tires, he's got the gap down to 6.9 seconds. He was 8 seconds just a few laps ago. He's down to 6.9, so he's gained a second on JCK in just a matter of around, I'd say, 2 laps, I'd say? Maybe 1.5, I can't tell exactly, but Worry Cloud is pushing. What are you saying?
He has gained a lot, but I do believe he'll have to box again.
Okay, so how long do you think these tires will last?
Maybe 3 to 4 more laps.
Okay, well, so Worry Cloud, if he let's just say this: if he stays out for another four laps or so, then he pits. He should be able to come out ahead of Luke to Red, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe right behind the Williams driver, not exactly sure. Yeah, if he does pit, he's going to have to get through a lot of traffic. But we're going to get a great race on our hands, no matter what happens.
Yeah. Senna is catching quite a bit on these 11 lap softs still. I think he'll have to box soon for a new set of softs.
Yeah, I think he should box again, but I mean, like we haven't mentioned, those softs are going long, and he's actually going to take, I think he's going to come out in P3, because JCK has just come into the pit lane. Same with Breakfast King. JCK is going to come out in 3rd position, right behind A. Senna. Oh my goodness, he's absolutely just come out ahead of pretty much everyone, and he's come out right behind the Red Bull.
Has made the comeback that we said he would.
Yeah.
Even after that spin and wing damage, he has made it work, but will he catch up to Worry Cloud and maybe get the overtake? He does have the penalty still with Worry Cloud, but JCK also does have 3. Now he's going to be stuck behind Senna, who has 6 seconds of penalties. But he will have to box again, I swear.
Well, JCK looks to go for the move on Ace Senna. I think he's not going to... Oh, he's looking for the move. Ace Senna gives him the space. Good racing, good racing. Keep it up, guys. The Ferrari and the Red Bull side by side. It looks like JCK just had the better traction out of that corner and got ahead. And that's the Williams of Luke 2 Red spinning around there. That corner, each time a driver spins there. I've done it so many times. It is such a difficult corner to master. Ace Senna into the pits.
Yep. For the right time. 10 laps on the softs will be enough to make it in, but he's going to come out in 6th place. Which, I don't think about getting it back to JCK, that will be like 20 seconds now with the gap, but looks like JCK will take his victory. If Workload can keep them softs alive, which I think he'll have to do the same with Senna box, and JCK will make the incredible comeback from, what? It was 14th to 1st place for 2nd at the moment, but Workload should box.
Well, Ace Senna should be able to catch up to Breakfast King and Vacant. It's just a matter of time. Vacant. Vacant's just been passed by Breakfast King. Breakfast King's on a roll right now. He might be able to grab maybe even a P1, a P2, P3, somewhere around there. All right, so worried Cloud.
Goes Cloud into the pits. Will he get a penalty taken off?
It doesn't look like it. I don't think he's going to get that penalty removed. So nope, JCK will take the lead.
Seconds, so JCK will go stand on the mediums very, very easily.
So the question is, where... Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I think he will come out. Well, the side-by-side with... Oh, no, never. Actually, Zedicus. He will come out just in front of Breakfast King.
Ooh, that was close.
Penalty, Senna has to get within 6 seconds of Worried Cloud to make the move, or to make the overtake on the race results in penalties. And he is just about 8 seconds, so he needs to gain about 1.5 seconds to do it. Maybe 2 seconds. But Senna is set in purple sector 1, so that is very, very good in his eyes right now, catching up to Worried Cloud and Breakfast King with 2 Mercedes. And they push each other in DRS. But it looks like Worried Cloud has gone for the straight line speed setup. He's just gaining a lot in Breakfast King. But yeah, it looks like JCK will take this win comfortably if he does not spin or crash or get more penalties.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of consistency right now. That's all that is on the cards right now. Is Electric Envy gets a 3-second time penalty. Where are we with penalties right now?
Seals it. I think that'll just seal it for JCK.
Yep, I agree.
Have to bring it home now. The penalties, a lot. Just a lot. With 6 seconds, 12 seconds, 6 seconds, and 9 seconds. Also 11 seconds. It's a lot for this track. But like I said, I'm not surprised. It's a very, very difficult track.
Yeah, you said at the start of the race that penalties would be a big point in today's race, and that's exactly what's happened. The penalties have come into play. Of course... what happened?
For Senna. The penalties are coming to play for Senna. It just needs to get within the 6 second gap. I think he's already in it.
I think so.
I believe he's already in it. Or I don't think he is. I think he's about 1 second away still. He's either 1 second away or 1 second in. I can't figure out. But it should be fine. I think Senna will make them moves. He will get DRS on the AI. He does. That's an extra boost of pace, and Workload will not get that DRS. As Envy comes into the pits, yeah, he's going to box on to them new mediums. So Senna is going for that podium position now.
Oh my goodness. The guy who had so much bad luck at the start of the race is now in contention for possibly a P2.
P3, yeah.
Yeah, right now, I mean...
I don't think Breakfast King will hold up a bit more. But he's catching them both. He's catching them both quite a bit. I think that's a warning. He needs to keep the track limits under control so he doesn't lose out on this 3rd place, on this crucial podium for the championship. I think he'd be able to do it if he keeps his penalties under control. on the interval now. He's 5.5 seconds behind Breakfast King. And Breakfast King is 2 seconds behind, so he needs another 1.5 seconds to get to Worried Cloud.
Yeah, Worried Cloud on those 12-second time penalties. I gotta agree. I think he just needs that second. It's possible.
Could get more. Ascena could get more. Breakfast can get another penalty, and Ascena could get into P2.
He definitely could.
Could crash. He could win the race. Anything can happen in these final 6 laps.
That's what's so unbelievable about the LSR Grand Prix, is that anything can happen. It is great to see. As Electric Envy gets past Optics, we have that nice battle for P6 right now, vacant in that fight as well on those fresh, soft compound tires. So, yeah.
And vacant is going to pick up a few positions off on the 6-second penalty, 9-second penalty in front of him. So that looks like a P6 to him.
Yeah, he might be able to grab P6, which would be great. Of course, starting pole position hasn't really gone Vacant's way in today's Grand Prix, but I mean, I think he'll take any points, you know? I mean, I'm sure he would have loved to be on the podium, but currently as it stands, I mean, I think a top 5, 6, 7, somewhere around there, I think he'd be very happy. Oh, it's more game spins!
That's more games. And Envy and Vacant will take advantage of that. That wing damage, I believe, definitely is hit the wall.
Yep. Oh, you can see it.
End plate damage. Hopefully he moves out of the way for Vacant, as he's not in the contention right now, to be honest. Vacant did have DRS, but more games do. Does. And he will get the overtake right back at him, as he will go into the box. As he gets the free. Oh, right. Oh, never mind, that was Vacant had it. Haddock now loses his maybe chance of getting a P5 now with the penalty. Senna, good to see him.
Yeah, he's 3.9 seconds to Breakfast King now, Senna. He's starting to gain that time. I mean, what a job he has done. He's been on a mission, really,
He still needs about a second. He still needs about a second.
He does. I think he does. He needs a second, really, to gain time on Worried Cloud. Because while Senna is gaining time on Breakfast King, Worried Cloud is gaining that time on Breakfast King. Breakfast King's losing out. And what about our race leader? JCK has done an absolutely amazing race. I mean, besides Senna coming through the field, JCK started at the back and is now P1 and looking to get back-to-back victories. I mean, I think we were talking about this at the start of the race, that we were saying, could JCK get back-to-back victories? And I was like, no way, that's unbelievable. But what's happened has happened. The unbelievable has happened. JCK is looking to win.
Here's what Breakfast King is going to get a P2. And he's gonna go up 13 positions to P2. They've both done an absolutely amazing job in this race. Keeping out the crash as well, JCK, but making that comeback with the crash as well is really, really good for him. And it will help him in the championship if he can get up there.
And unfortunately, I got some bad news, as Hella High has left the league. I don't know if he will be rejoining or not. I hope he would be rejoining, because we'd love to have him in the race. But it seems like today was not his day. I hope he will be joining, so we'll see how that all works out. But yeah, back to the action out on track. JCK leads us away. Worried Cloud in the Mercedes now P2. Breakfast King in P3. Mercedes looking really strong right now. Breakfast King on the soft compound tires. He's reserved for Mercedes. But of course, he is possibly getting that podium, that first podium in LSR Group 2. He was with McLaren at the start of the season, but switched to reserve and is now with Mercedes. So that is great as well.
Yeah, that is great. Well, yeah. Senna has actually, he's just now, he is in the spot, no, 3/10, I think. How close is he going to be? This is going to go right down to the wire. But will Worried Cloud maybe report his penalties and maybe get them removed? We don't know, but we'll see what we see on track and commentate it. But this could change results later on. As I think he is in it now. Just about. Probably less than 10th in this actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good right now. We'll see how this works out. It's going to be really interesting. We'll see.
It is. We'll see at the end of the race. I think he's about 5.9 behind. This is so close. He needs to start pushing as he just loses the car a bit. He is pushing very, very hard as he's not gaining a lot of time. The thing is, Breakfast King is maybe going to hold him up really lot to help his Mercedes teammate keep that P3 for his Mercedes teammate, and Brex can get P2. He's just about in it now. Brex getting 5 seconds back, and Senna's just out of it again. He's going in and out of the zone that he needs to be in with the 6 seconds, but again, they could both get penalties. I don't know the warning situation, but anything could happen again in the final 3 laps.
Yeah, anything can happen. You know, we'll see how this works out. It's going to be very interesting. But yeah, here comes a Senna on Breakfast King for P3. This could be P2, potentially. If Breakfast King, if Worried Cloud stays in the gap that he's currently at, then I think it should be P3 and P4, or P2 and P3 for Breakfast King and a Senna.
It will be. He's just in it, 5.9 still, 5.8. But Senna's been held up by Breakfast King quite a bit with his also dirty air, and Worried Cloud is still gaining on Breakfast King. Senna has to overtake him now and the next straight, or he has to go for it sooner or later as he's just in the gap again. Senna needs to push.
Here we go. We're on to the final lap of the race, remember. I mean, JCK is coming around the final turn now to start the final lap of the Grand Prix. This is absolutely going to be on the closest race I think we've seen for the finale.
He's going to go for it. And there we go, he's getting the time back now. Now we can see the gap between Senna and Worried Cloud. It is 5.7. He's going to give him a bit more for the ERS now, but he needs to push on this final lap, but not get a warning penalty. This is the last lap now. He's just about in it. 4 tenths split between P2 and P3. Technically, but he could get his penalty removed still, but we're not going to focus on that right now. We're going to focus if Senna can make this unbelievable comeback into P2, like JCK and Breakfast King did to get into their positions as well, which is absolutely brilliant.
Right.
Also needs to defend off Breakfast King as well on the final straight.
He does.
He still needs to defend.
I mean, Breakfast King's tires are still there. He's got the pace to challenge for P2, and Breakfast King knows that. He knows that he can get P2 in this race. But while that's happening, we have to take a look at this guy who started P15. We thought the unbelievable wouldn't happen. We thought that he wouldn't do it, but he's going to go for back-to-back victories in a crazy Canadian Grand Prix. JCK is the winner of round 6 in LSR. Worried Cloud, I think, will just finish in P3, but this guy right here, what an absolutely amazing job he has done. He's going to finish in 2nd position. A Senna grabbed 2nd place in the Canadian Grand Prix. What a recovery drive. And if you guys thought Imola was crazy for this guy, just look at the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yep, Senna does get P2 by 7 tenths. Breakfast King misses out on this podium by 2 tenths of a second. We will see later in the results in the Discord. Will Worried Cloud gets penalties removed. That was it's a controversial race, and it's a weird one of what happened.
It was a crazy race. I think there was a lot of incidents out on track, but I think we still got some good racing out of that. There was a little bit of a difficult start to the race, but in today's Grand Prix, I think this just paid off. JCK's got to be happy after that one. He got 15th to first. Our first driver that's gone from the back of the grid to first place. I mean, that might be the race of the year. He's absolutely just done an amazing job. JCK on top with the Red Bull driver of Ace Senna going for an amazing job to come back through the field. Finishes in second position with Worry Cloud getting another podium. Ace Senna and Worry Cloud now both get 3 podiums in LSR. JCK gets a second race win of the season. He jumps himself up into the top 6 of the Drivers' Championships and pushes Ferrari up there as well. But what a crazy Grand Prix. Like you mentioned, a controversial one as we had a lot of different things happening, a lot of incidents between a lot of drivers, but it all worked out for drivers in the end. JCK from 13th on the grid to first, Ace Senna in second place for Red Bull Racing, with Worry Cloud rounding off the top 3 for Mercedes. It's Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes back in the top 3, with Breakfast King, the reserve driver, in 4th, Electric Envy for Aston Martin in P5, Vacant in P6, Optics in P7, More Games in P8, Vincenski in P9, and Luke to Red rounding off the top 10 for Williams.
Yeah, well, that is... It was a good race. The things that happened in the race, exclude it because the finale of the race was okay. It was good. JCK making a brilliant comeback from 13th, Breakfast King from 15th to 4th. It could have been a P3 if he just 2/10 quicker on that lap. But Ace Senna from being taken out, well, controversial being taken out, a brilliant P2.
Yeah, and that's another thing we should mention as well. Who is our driver of the day for the LSR Canadian Grand Prix? Who do you think did the best job in today's race?
I can't give one driver of the day. I have to give 2. It is JCK and Ace Senna. Because I know Ace Senna didn't win, and I know he started up there in P3 on the medium tyre, but from being taken out at the start of the race, then being taken out again, maybe on purpose, maybe not, but being taken out again, dropping P8, doing the double soft pit stop at the very end, and still gaining all that time to get into P2 was really, really brilliant. But then JCK at the start of the race being taken out, I don't know how, I didn't see it, but it was a brilliant comeback from 15th. No, 13th. Yeah, 13th. Then Breakfast King from 15th to 4th. Brilliant race for Mercedes, 3rd and 4th. They did very well.
Yeah, I think that was a crazy Grand Prix that I had a few incidents, but it had a lot of excitement as well. I'd say I think the drivers did very well to come back after that one. I think congrats to JCK from 13th to 1st. Ace Senna up there as well. Worry Cloud on the podium. We'll see if the penalties get removed to that Mercedes driver. And gotta agree with your driver of the day. I think Ace Senna and JCK did a brilliant job in today's race, so they definitely deserve the driver of the day. But you guys can vote down in the comments down below. Who was your driver of the day from the Canadian Grand Prix? Let us know down in the comments section below. But that was it. That's going to be it from the LSR Grand Prix. I hope you guys will have a great rest of your day. I know it probably wasn't the best race in terms of no incidents, but that's how it goes in racing. I mean, we had Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, that crazy Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia. There was a few incidents in there, but that's just how racing goes, you know? But we'll come back stronger at the next one. But before we end off this incredible and crazy Grand Prix that happened here in Canada, do you have any more thoughts to sign us all off, Pyro?
I think we've covered everything about what happened. But it was a good race. It was a good race.
Definitely agree. Yep, I think it was a very interesting one that definitely will be remembered, I think, for having some great drives from others and also some incidents as well. But we'll move on from that. I think there was some great racing between the field here today. But that's it. I want to say thank you, Pyro, for commentating with me. I know we had a few technical difficulties between the qualifying and the race with the lobby glitching, but that's how it goes in racing. But just want to say thank you, and can't wait to commentate with you in the future.
Yeah, great.
Awesome. All right. So, yeah, I guess we're going to sign off here. Quick little things I want to mention, guys. tomorrow we will have our Group 1 race at the Canadian Grand Prix. I'm unsure if we're going to have commentary for that. I'm trying my best to get some commentary for that, but I do believe Pyro and myself will both be racing in that one with, of course, our Group 1 drivers as well. So definitely go and check out that stream. That hopefully will be tomorrow. But besides that, just want to say thank you all for watching. Happy holidays as well. It's the Christmas time. It's the holidays here in the world, of course, as it is December as of recording this. So just want to say happy holidays to all of you. And join us for the British Grand Prix that will be happening for round 7 of the Canadian Grand Prix. We're going to have a short break for Christmas and holidays and all that sort of thing. And that should be about 2 weeks. And then we'll come back in the next 2 weeks in January. So see you all then. Thank you to Pyro once again for commentating with me. Thank you, viewers, for watching the race. And thank you to all the drivers that participated as well. But I'm Formula Jonah, that's Pyro. We're signing off from the LSR Round 6 race here in Canada. We'll see you all in the next one for the next Group 2 race that'll be happening in Britain. See you later.
Bye.